The build-up here has been brilliant, Lenny. Just that. He's still got chills. I love that Scottish anthem, the flower. Match talk before the first one. I always say be careful. Now, his growl was something to behold here. This series will definitely want. Runs away from notching up 1,000 T.
From the pavilion end again, it worked to Fraser McGurk a couple of days ago. Squares him up. It's not quite a good. Hard to get across how special the atmosphere is here at the ground, but we still have all 20 overs.
Come on, Lenny, don't be.
Good diving. The only man with more than 300 caps to his name for his dive is an awful lot.
Yeah, they've run.
Just squares him up. There is a bit of move. Comes young Charlie Tier from Sussex.
Yeah, a huge job did in the first game as well. Just hoping the bull match a couple of days ago, and they're hoping for a bit more.
Good dive. Pyrotechnics. Really good start from McMullen. It's 5 for none.
That's the end of the first serve.
Curry, he's a huge asset, isn't he? Every side in the modern. Fraser. But these will be just a little alien. Nicely played. I think that's Michael Jones there, but Jones is wringing his hand in pain.
Stung a little bit. Welcome if you're joining us from Australia. Remember that 41 off 8.
Natural shape back in. Challenge now for Curry is going to be quite remarkable, the ball striking. We saw 80 off 20.
Striking good balls. He just made look.
Down the leg side, really good take. And the youngster from Sussex County Cricket Club will have plenty to do.
Precocious little talent is Charlie Tier.
Bowls him straight through. The next for Travis Head. It's a little nip backer.
And no wonder, because he's going to be able to get that ball moving. It's him for a duck, and Australia 11 for 1.
Well, well, well. We said there was just some. This is carved away, going to be carved away for 4. Hospitality tent to our right, and that'll give English.
New look Australian bowling lineup, but beautiful Inglis. In instead of Matthew Wade.
Probably pitch. It's a wicket taking over for Scotland. It's 16 for 1. Takes the aerial route again. Fraser McGurk. He's not exactly orthodox by any. Think about the many changes. Do you feel they're taking too many bowling options?
What we saw in the first game.
Mullen. Now an appeal towards score. Third umpire in place, remember.
Them. Here we go. Another look at it now.
The team hotel this morning. Well, it was like we were inside some kind. There's just something in the air. I'm calling it. Goes back. Can he hold? Most difficult catch you can take going. And on 14, not easy. Not even certain whether he got a. Looking at it, I think it might have been Chris Sola. Initially thought it was Michael.
I'm not sure that he did, but it would be around afterwards.
Yeah, he doesn't think so. Long on, nestles underneath. Redemption in a matter.
Then in this stadium, and he had to juggle. Fraser McGurk departs for 16. It's 23 for 2.
To the hutch. Never really looked settled, did he? There's a real air of anticipation. This is a fantastic.
Fresh blood come in as well.
Yeah, and just as you saw, you know I do nothing but commentate on cricket around the world. Australia not finding their time. T20 score here is 170 in a first. Another edge. The call is yes. Taking over. Curry has had a big impact coming back into the starting 11. Going. Excuse me, Mullen. Curry going. Do you turn to Wheel? Same end in the power play. Captains want to mix it up. Netherlands certainly up there alongside the likes of Nepal. Get your own conditions into Scottish conditions.
Conditions as they are. The air so thick. Mullen and
at this stage in the 5th over, the power play. I still think Australia are going to be thinking north of 160, 170. Good stroke, gets it through the covers, and will the pressure that was building on him, 3 consecutive dots.
Gave himself some room, enough width to be able to.
No ball called for someone at McMullen's pace.
Mention the fact he hasn't played a lot of T20 international.
It's another no ball, and he's wondering if it is for a front foot oversteer on strike, but these are costly.
Called it straight away.
Well, remarkable innovation. The reverse scoop gone for.
So they won't want to give them too.
Standing umpire, it's an all Scottish officiating team. Miscued for 21. And Australia moved to third. Sense of the scale of. That's an outstanding stroke. They're going to look to exploit this 6th.
Yeah, just helped it on it. Came in for some punishment, Brad.
This one's flicked off his. Will get Inglis back for the 2nd. They won't make sure they don't lose a 3rd wicket at the same time.
And has a vast disparity.
He gets it in front to score. Wheel maybe not quite at the
fielding restrictions in place, and the problem is Wheel doesn't have the express pace of a Chris.
Nice off. It's George Munsey there. All of a first treatment by Josh Inglis. No, the immediate except Glenn Maxwell. There's no one missing. David Warner's gone now. It's a big if they can restrict this Australian batting.
Bring the Aussies all the way up here. We're going to show them they have to play in.
All the way. There you go.
Had dignity in his figures the other day. He won't be happy with that.
And just out there about Mark Watt. I mean, he should be allowed to do that, whether the ball.
Yeah, stroke out long off. Attacking the ball, trying to get the throw in. Just
one of the best fielders as well, but just got a little.
Well, I think that the point about that, and even without the 3rd umpire available today, we know the player we have across the ground.
Who was quite tidy against. That one's just end of the over. Watts first, 12 coming. Not play at the shot, but what they did say. More innovation, and that day he's taken over the Travis head roll.
Burst to great effect. We saw him doing against McMullen in the quarter of the bat was going to get him rewards, and we see now
to gain an advantage. You can get a 5-run around bat, wasting time. Leans back, cracks that out there because that is a smoke.
In fine style, he has played all around the ground, trusts his hands, and with these short grains.
Goes with the spin just over the head.
Yeah, 19 off 19 ball.
That maybe he can get them holing out
through good lines and lengths.
Goes with a single to round out. Short way. That's one down.
Pitch there, but I think actually he's rolled his finger. Oh, and that's the angle that Sol loves. Wide of the crease, so he loses his front arm early in his action.
But he has been the one to be the most. Well, he can away. And so Curry getting a little bit of treatment now, coming back.
Shape back into the right-handed batters earlier, but obviously with little swing on offer, so Curry here is.
It's just now interesting to have gotten the matchup that you're looking for, isn't it? That's got the air for an A. It is his day here.
Couple of wide ones, couple of loose to start with, but as soon as he looks to go through the gears, he gets high on the bat, straight.
Well, it doesn't get instrumental in getting Australia just out of a bit of bother. And it goes down. It's going to be a test for Jones.
Yeah, excellent from Inglis again. First time we've risked 60 player. We've seen those scoops, those ramps. Hitting.
This time just...
Those Edinburgh prices, you'll never know what that's going to cost. Watts would look to adjust, rocked back, waited for the left.
7 overs left. As Greaves comes back in, and he's pumped. So quick at picking up that length. And it's a
wicket keeper, small man, small in stature, but he hits the ball that he's looking for. It sits up and Inglis punishes him.
Look at the way in which this innings is being constructed, Ali, by...
With them with 5 fielders out these days, the ability...
Australia. Tossed up, they're pumping on is there, but it's more the second maximum of the over. Australia takes...
Full. Mark Stoyce getting into early innings, but he's...
4 for 3.
As he rolls his fingers over it again, so it's in balls, and you see your split finger deliveries and all these sorts of deliveries.
Ali, you'll something special when big sides come here to this ground.
At this ground, that day was. You can then go out and that is the only batter who's really ever got on top of this, recognising the slightly fuller leg from what, using his feet, getting leg gap through mid-off, over extra cover, and he gets another boundary to...
Gets it wide of Barrington at extra, gets good reward. Nice little phase here, haven't they?
Yeah, they just started to squeeze.
Tries to repeat the second T20. It comes from just 43 delivery with a 7-6. Today, it's all about just towards the visitors.
Yeah, he's playing like a... We know Matthew Wade's in the wings ready to go, but the 6, and he... Belief is the word I keep going back to. We talked about...
And that is going to be great reward. It's been an outstanding 3 overs for a minute to voice. Take nothing away from the innings.
Jump we've seen is mixing his pace off. Incredible
effort. But Tim is going to pongo big hits into the leg side. He's a giant of a man.
Between length, although he's taking pace off the ball from...
Oh, that's more a giant from a giant of a man. We're not allowed him to free his arms if you're bowling a shorter.
Really important.
That's going to be 4 more. Sure how he's got the shorts on. A big swing and a miss, and they won't even attempt to scout it. Well, 16 from the final over, not ideal.